Hey, how's it going? I was thinking about 4Ks and Blu-rays, and I just wanted to put a video up. I told you guys in a couple of videos ago that I was going to start uploading stuff when I feel something, and I'm feeling something today. Honestly, you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like collecting movies, but I don't collect like I used to. And also, I still love my Blu-rays. Uh, This is a little bit of a rant. I'm getting really sick of this 4K thing, and I like 4Ks. I really do. I really like 4Ks. But a lot of times, and hear me out. Like when I was seeing a video up about the box set of the Friday the 13th. I remember when I got the Friday the 13th box set. I was so excited when that thing came in, and it looks so good on my shelf. And uh, now you got them coming out with the Friday the 13th individually, and I know they're going to have still cases out there. Folks out there, y'all, people, I'm not doing it. Now, I ain't going to lie. When I heard that the Friday the 13th came out in 4K, I went and bought it. But when I bought it, it didn't bother me. But I bought that. I remember buying it, and I said to myself, I am not buying anymore. And I got it right here on my shelf. I said to myself, I am not buying anymore. And I bought this right here on 4K. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about watching it today, tonight, this right here. But when I bought it, I remember when I got this and I looked at my box set over there. I have this on Blu-ray on my box set. Now, if they would come out with a 4K box set, I'm talking state of the art, fully loaded, like this box set that I'm getting ready to show you guys, this Blu-ray box set, I may consider it, but I still think I'm going to keep that box set because they did such a phenomenal job on that box set. So, uh, I'm just I'm kind of burnt out on all this 4K, 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 and I like 4K. I really do. And I get it. It's a better picture quality. All that good stuff. I get it, man. I get it. When I buy movies sometimes I go like I'm going to see if I can get that on 4K. Like if I get Sinners, I'll get it on 4K if I can get it. If I get Death of a Unicorn, I might just get that on Blu-ray because I like the movie and I don't mind watching it on Blu-ray. If I can get it on 4K, fine. But if there's a price difference on the Blu-ray, fine. There's a big jump in the picture quality, but just not like they're making it sound. So I was just it's just a little bit of rant. Like for instance, if you ever notice when you go and get something like, let's just take cable TV for instance. You got the high def channels, and then you got the ones that are called the 4K channels, and they want to charge you a lot more money just to have your channels in 4K. Why? I get it. It looks good, and everybody's getting these new TVs. I got a brand new TV too. Don't get me wrong. I like my setup. I really do. I finally got me an OLED, and I love my TV. I like my TV. But this this 4K thing, man, is just, I don't know, man. It's just, I still like my Blu-rays, And I'll be honest with you guys. There's a lot of people, man, that is no longer with us. I know a lot of y'all got the same. But sometimes, man, when I pop these movies in, man, it takes me down memory lane. Especially when I see the film grade. You know, I just sit back and I just look and I say, God, man, I remember back in the day when Mom was alive. And this ain't nothing sad. But sometimes when these old format films, I think that's why a lot of people like the VHS. They like the way the film looks and it takes them back. I don't have any, VHSs. I wish I would have just kept like maybe 8 and kept a CRT TV. Is that what they call it? But I'm just, I still collect DVDs. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. It gets such a Y'all know what that feeling is when you hit that feeling hits you, and it's like when you pop something in, it just takes you to that year or that time and what you was doing at that moment, and just the way that the presentation of that movie. And a lot of times when I pop in a lot of my my DVDs, the picture looks good because your TV automatically, all these new TVs are automatically going to upscale that. And even though these new TVs are real, they're made with state of the art, they could, maybe clean up some of the images on some of that stuff. But sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I don't really care because I really love watching my movies. And don't get me wrong, I like 4K, I really do. But this thing of rebuying all my Friday the 13th, I'm not doing it, you guys. I'm not doing it. I'm not rebuying crazies. I'm not rebuying what lies beneath. I'm not buying any of that stuff because I have those things on 4K. I got Abigail here, right? Take Abigail. As much as I enjoy this, the only reason why I might upscale Abigail is because I just gave my daughter my other TV, which is really nice because it was an excuse for me to buy the TV that I got. But the only way I'd get a 4K Abigail because I would give my daughter this Blu-ray, which has never been opened, by the way. But this Blu-ray looks just as good. You know why it looks just as good? Because I watched Abigail on Prime, and I bought it because I just couldn't wait. And then when it was available for, physically, I love this movie that much, I bought it twice. But what gets me is later on they came out with a 4K. Now, do I want to justify buying 4K when I was watching it on Amazon Prime? It was on the highest settings on Amazon. When you buy it, purchase it, it'll say UDF or something like that, or SD or something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, this 4K thing is nice. Not knocking the 4K thing. But I don't need everything in 4K. You don't need everything in 4K. Now, I'm not sure if you got bad eyesight or something like that in the 4K and make you look at it better. I don't know for a fact. But here's the thing. What if they came out 2 years from now with an 8K? And they made the 4K, they come out with an 8K OLED TV. And all of us are dropping money for the 4K OLED TV. Now all of a sudden you got the... you have the freaking 8K TV coming out. It ain't coming out. I'm just using this as an example. Then somebody ends up making a couple of, physical copies of an 8K, and it starts floating around on the internet. You know how the internet is. Now, are you guys going to start upgrading all your 4Ks to 8K? Because it ain't going to happen. Because, a lot of companies ain't going to be able to switch over right away. I'm just using this as an example. See where I'm going here? There's got to be a, it's up to the individual. It really is. It's up to the individual. I mean, if you're one of those people that wants to, I got a guy at work. He's got a lot of DVDs. He's upgrading them to Blu-ray. His name is Ryan. He's 42 years old, and he said he wants to upgrade a lot of his movies to Blu-ray. And when he told me, I said, I see your point. But he's not upgrading to 4K because he doesn't have a 4K TV. Yeah, he does. He has a 4K TV, but he doesn't have a 4K player. I forgot what he said, but he said he's trying to upgrade a lot of his DVDs to Blu-ray, which I told him I understand that part. But I only got like maybe a total of maybe 30 or 40 DVDs, and the rest of them out of 300 and something movies or Blu-ray and 4K. So I'm just saying that this 4K thing, man, it gets, double dipping and triple dipping is just not, I just don't think it's healthy. And but if you got the money, I guess that's what you want to do. I mean, to each his own, but I don't know, man. This 4K thing is just I'm just saying, for me, it's just like a lot of times if you go on some people's YouTube channel, they'll do a side by side with a 4K and a Blu-ray of the same movie and a DVD. You'll see a difference in the DVD and the Blu-ray, and then you'll see a slight difference in the 4K and the Blu-ray. And then there has been times where you see a big difference in the Blu-ray and the 4K, and there'll be a big difference. But sometimes, man, I got one that I'll share with you right here. Is I thought this, I always loved this movie. I love this movie, Phantoms. It's one of Ben Affleck's. Ben Affleck is really good in this. I don't have that many Ben Affleck movies, but he was real young and he was really good in this. I love this movie. But this 4K transfer, I thought it was all right. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was all right. I own this Phantoms on digital, but I always wanted the physical. And I don't really know what happened to my physical copy of Phantoms. I had one, but I couldn't find it. So I bought the 4K version of it. And I opened this up and I played this right away, Phantoms. See what I mean? But I just thought the audio sounded slightly off. I always felt myself trying to turn the volume up. I don't know, I just feel like the audio on this is slightly off. I feel like I can't hear it. It's like I have to turn up the TV real loud. But I have not played Phantom since I got my OLED TV, because I give my daughter my 4K TV, and it's a nice TV. It was a 4K Samsung, and it was 3 or 4 inches smaller than the one I got now. So she got a nice setup. I set her up real good. So I'm gonna play it over again to see what because I got a surround sound combo with this OLED Samsung TV I got, and again, I just thought the audio sounded slightly off. I didn't say it sounded bad. I just said it sounded slightly off. So I'm not sitting there telling y'all I don't like 4K. I'm not sitting there complaining about 4K. I'm not doing any of that. But what I am doing is, and what I am saying is that sometimes this 4K kick is just, I just think it's a little old. Because not old. It's just that I feel that we don't have to get everything on 4K. Not everything. There's no way, man, that I'm gonna take my my box set. I'll show you some movies here real quick. I'll show it to you right now. So there's no way that I'm gonna take and get rid of this. See that? This is a killer box set of Blu-rays. It's got every movie Friday the 13th. They did, to this day, I don't care how old this is and when it came out. I don't know if it's Shout Factory that put this out, but they did a phenomenal job with the box art. I mean, you couldn't ask for it. You couldn't ask for it better. I mean, you couldn't ask for something better. I mean, look at that. I think it's just phenomenal, man. And what gets me is, look at the box art, man. Look at that. That is just crazy. I mean, I'm just, you got all these movies in there. You got every daggone one of them in Blu-ray. And what else gets me is when you open this up, you got, this thing is so cool that, sorry about the camera. I don't have my regular setup. I'm just winging this one. But when you look at this, look at that. I mean, look at that, folks. That is oh my goodness, that is such a good box set. And not to mention, man, it's got every daggone one that came out. You got Freddy versus Jason in here. How can you not say this is a good box set? Just because you want something in 4K. It just blows my mind how everybody's just on this 4K kick. I like 4K, and I'm not gonna lie, I admit I like 4K. I'm trying to get this out because this thing actually has a book. It actually has a book in there. Let me put this on pause real quick. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm winging this one, but only reason why I'm doing it this way is because I just was feeling it. I mean, but you got this book. You got this book right here. Now I did a video on this a long time ago, but this is just some freaking. They did a heck of a job, and I'm so impressed with this. I'm just impressed with this. I still look at this thing and I'm seriously impressed with it. I mean, you got the book. You got the book with all the pictures. I'm just one-handing this, you guys. Just bear with me. But look at that. I mean, how you not like this? Man, the heck with trying to get 4Ks individual, man, when I already got, sorry about my finger. I mean, look at that. I mean, this is just, they went all out. They went all out with this. And so, I mean, the way that they did that, man, with this book. I mean, if you look at this book, they got Jason's little mask, and then you can open it up and just brings back memories. My mom was alive back then, and when I watch it, it puts a smile on my face. It don't make me sad. It just makes me just think about how my life once wasn't. Not that my life is bad or anything. I mean, look at that. They went all out. Now, I'm not saying that when they make a 4K, they're not going to do that. But if you guys want this in a 4K box set, you better bet your sweet rear end it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. You know? Look at that. Look at that. I mean, oh, my goodness, you guys. Look at that. This is just, I mean, this is why you collect. So, the only reason why I'm saying this is because I'm just trying to get people to understand that I get it with the 4Ks. I really do. But there's no way, man, that even if they came out, that 4K would have to be like, it would have to be like blow my socks off kind of 4K box set. You know? Sorry about the camera, but it would have to be a blow your socks off kind of like. Anyway, they went all out. I mean, they just went all out on this. And I don't know. Every time I look at this box set, I remember when I ain't gonna lie to you guys, when I got this box set, dude, I was just, and then, look, Friday the 13th collection bonus material. Who does that? I mean, how you not? I mean, special features and all this kind of stuff. And I told you guys in other videos, I'm the minority. I don't get into all that stuff. I really don't. I never got into the behind the scenes and talking to somebody. Once in a while I look at it, but some people are really into that. They're like, oh, I just was disappointed in the collection because they didn't have this and that. And I do understand what they're saying, but for me, it don't make no difference either way. But look, this is just, for me, this is a bonus because I have an extra disc in this box set right here of bonus material. I don't know, man. Like I said, man, this is a little bit of it's just a little bit of a rant, but not really. But look at that. Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th part 2. Friday the 13th, whatever it says. Friday the 13th part 3, 3D. Look at that. Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Friday the 13th, part 5, the new chapter or something like that. Friday the 13th, Jason lives. Friday the 13th, the new blood. And then you got Jason takes Manhattan.
I remember watching that one. I like that one. I don't know what it is about Jason Takes Manhattan, but I like that one. Then Jason X, and then I kind of fell off on the Jason X, and I kind of fell off the Jason versus the Freddy versus Jason was I love that. And then the new Friday the 13th. Who would even think of putting a new? A lot of people don't care for that new Friday the 13th. But it's got the brand new Friday the 13th in there. The one that was supposed to be a different guy instead of Robert England. But anyway, you guys, it's just I just wanted to share that with you. I'm not sitting there complaining about 4K at all, but I just think that this company that did this did such an outstanding job, man. Sometimes when I look at my shelf, it just looks so good over there. And I know a lot of people jumped on this. I was so excited when I got that. Take for instance, I'm not even. I know a lot of people want Dante's Peak on 4K. Not me. This one's not even open. Yeah, this is open. I'm keeping this one because you know why? I remember I had Dante's Peak on, I think it was VHS, and then I ended up getting it on DVD, and I watched it over and over. I love this movie. I love this movie, and it didn't bother me to watch it that way back then, and it ain't gonna definitely bother me to watch it on 4K. I mean on Blu-ray, not 4K, on Blu-ray. So no, I know a lot of people was upset that they didn't come out with the 4K when they had it up saying that it was going to be available on 4K, and something happened where it didn't. Something happened that didn't come out on 4K. But you think, as much as I love this movie, shoot, man, I'm keeping this one because I remember, like I said, I watched the old Dante's Peak. I love this movie, man. So I know the picture quality is going to be nice on this Blu-ray, and it's going to look good on my OLED. Same way with the Crazies. I don't blame people. I'm telling you right off the riff. This is a double feature. Let Me In is a vampire movie that I forgot to put on my vampire list, and I did. That's a good vampire movie. But anyway, the Crazies. I'm not getting Crazies on 4K because this looks just good on Blu-ray. So no, I'm not gonna go out and get the Crazies on 4K. And yes, I don't blame people for getting 4K Crazies if that's what they want to do. Not doing it. And another one I love, I think this movie is very underrated. What Lies Beneath. Not getting this on 4K because I watched it on regular DVD. But I must have got rid of it a long time ago. This is Harrison Ford, man. He did good in this. This is the type of movies that he should be making instead of some of the stuff that he's been doing lately. You know, that last Indiana Jones thing, I wouldn't even done it if I was him. But it is what it is. But I still say Harrison Ford got a lot of juice left in his tank. He just got to take better roles. But that's just me, though. Anyway, What Lies Beneath? It just came out in 4K. No, I'm not getting this in 4K. You know why? Because I've watched this movie so many times on a high-def TV with the Blu-ray, and I thought the picture was awesome then. So I can't imagine what this Blu-ray looks like because I don't know why I got rid of my my regular DVD. I think it's when I got rid of a bunch of DVDs, this was in it. So I had to go out and rebuy this. And I love this movie. So I'm not double dipping or triple dipping because of this 4K thing. So anyway, in closing, guys, I just thought I'd drop that. I told you I was going to drop videos when I'm filming it and stuff. So I love movies, you guys. I really do. I really love watching movies and stuff. Sometimes I don't even watch movies because I don't have time. You know, time I get done working out, fixing my dinner, packing my lunch, straighten up the house and all that. You know, brush your teeth, you got to wash your face and all that kind of stuff. And then when I want to sit down and watch TV, I only got less than a couple hours. I need to get some sleep so I can go to work. You know, you need your rest to go to work. But I don't know, y'all. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. This 4K thing is just... I love 4K. It's just that I just think that, you know, there's some nostalgia thing in just looking at some old, grainy looking stuff. Not all of them, but some. And if you're, like me, I'm happy with my collection. And like when I get Sinners, I'll see if I can get a steel case of Sinners. If I can't get a steel case, then I'll wait. If it's too much, I'll wait till the price drops. I'm also been waiting a lot when price drops, because you can have something that comes out and it could be this price and you'd be like, I really want it. Then you wait about a couple months, you'll see there might be $10 off. It could be $10 off. Or you can always wait till Black Friday. If you're smart, you can wait that long. You can wait till Black Friday. But anyway, I'm just saying, Death and the Unicorn. I thought that was a nice little Sunday matinee movie. And I watched it on Amazon. I rented it for $10. And I said, you know what? I'm going to own that. I'm going to get it on Blu-ray. It's going to look fine on my new OLED TV I got over there. Love that thing, And just, anyway, that's all I got. I just, take for instance that Resident Evil over there. That's all 4K. That was a 4K box set. I think I like the first 4 movies. The rest of them I don't really care for. But there it is. That was a 4K box set. I love that box set. And then in the corner, that's where my Friday the 13th goes. And that's my little Godzilla figure. That thing was expensive, but it is if you pick it up and feel it, it is quality. But there it is. It's on my shelf with the rest of my movies, and it just looks good up there. Now that's a 4K. That's a Blu-ray Friday the 13th. That's a 4K Resident Evil, and it is a nice little box set. So anyway, that's all I got. God bless, take care, and we'll catch you next video. We'll see you. Yeah, there's a better shot. Yeah, sometimes I just sit back, man. I drink my coffee, and I got my Bigfoot, and then, I got my little stuff over there, and just look out the window. But I love looking over there at my little Friday the 13th. I don't have it in the background of my videos because I just don't. But it's on the shelf, and I love it. So if they come out with, they would have to have something that's going to blow my socks away, for me to replace that. I just don't know if I'd ever replace that Friday the 13th back there. But the freaking it's just a nice box set, man. It really is. And anyway, that's it. A little long. Not worried about the views, or I just thought I was feeling it, and I just thought I'd share that. It teaches on, But there's just times where I just think that sometimes, man, 4K is just not always. You don't want to, like when I found out that this was available, the Friday the 13th, over here, I don't know where I put it. Yeah, see, there's that Friday the 13th over there, down there, right there. If you look at it, there it is right there. I bought that because I just wanted to. When I found out that was 4K, I got excited, but that was back in my time when I graduated out of high school, and then all these movies came out, so I said, I'm getting that. But then when I bought it, I said, I'm not buying anymore. And I remember looking at that Friday the 13th. And I remember saying to myself, I said, you know what? That's the only one I'm going to get because I don't want to replace all of them. But I did get that one because it's the first movie. So, all right, folks. God bless. We'll catch you next video. We'll see you.